Welcome to my channel, loves. In this vlog, I'm going to talk about productivity, the importance of organization, and building healthy habits to show up for yourself. Come with me to the gym. About to get ready to go work out. I feel like I've been eating a lot and haven't been working out as much. I did my yoga this morning. I'm going to get back on going to the gym consistently. I've been going to classes through ClassPass too. But yeah, let's go to the gym. For me, one of my goals is going to the gym and showing up for myself. I'll be honest, sometimes when I think about all the things that I want to do, it can be hard to not get overwhelmed by it all and know what step to take next, right? Don't mind it being dark in here. I don't know why the light isn't on in the gym, but they fixed it since then. Anyways, I've realized that structure isn't about being perfect or checking every single thing off a list. It's about giving myself a framework to move towards my goals. So for me, one of these goals is showing up for the gym and trying to build consistency. There's mornings where I don't feel like moving, and I've had times in my life where I've stopped my fitness journey numerous times, or I've lost a bunch of weight and then gained it back. And I think I lost my why I wanted to lose weight, why I wanted to work out. And that's truly to be healthy, right? Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's all encompassing in each other. And really letting go, I think, of the fat phobia people have, or things that the world can paint on us to look a certain way. Building that sense of self and knowing you are enough, you are valuable just as you are, and to take care of yourself by being active daily and practicing that. Not for a target goal weight number, right? But how do you feel, right? What do you deserve, and how are you healthy? And how are you best taking care of yourself? I've had to be honest that I could do a bit of a better job taking care of myself, so I'm working on it. But I think a big part of it is being kind to yourself too. It's so cliche, I've heard it a lot, but we really do have to be kind to ourselves, because I know I can be my own biggest critic, and the pressure can stop me from moving forward. But every time I lace up my shoes and I walk through those gym doors, I'm proving to myself I'm capable. So if you're working on your goals, whether it's fitness or anything else, remember, it's okay when it feels hard. It's okay when progress feels slow. What matters is that you keep showing up and taking one step over time. It really does add up.
Halfway mark. Almost done.
Just keep going. You got
Long cool
this.
down. We did 30 minutes. Almost 500 calories. Done. Just long cool down. I'm sweating. I got up to 3.5 speed at 13 incline. Felt good to work out.
So I've been doing the 12-3-30 method since Ghana. I just finished the cool down 5 minutes after. Basically, you go 12 incline, 3 speed, 30 minutes. I made progress. I'm really proud of myself, because for me, something I struggled with was building stamina and even having patience. All throughout high school and my early 20s, I thought if I can run 1 mile and improve my time, that's the most effective way to work out. But then realizing that it's easier on your knees if you walk on incline, and you can still lose weight. I mean, from Ghana, I lost over 40 pounds. And when I went to the gym in Ghana 3 to 4 times a week, I was doing this 12-3-30 method. So look up different types of exercises and ways that really will work for you, and be open to try new things the same way I'm learning. A lot of these machines, I know it can be intimidating when you go into the gym. How do I use them? I still don't know how to use everything. I know some people have personal trainers. If you can't afford that, unfortunately, I can't, right? I had one in Ghana, but just to try, or ask people around you, or look at the pictures. Most of them have instructions. Like even this one, I don't know the name of it, but I know it's working on my legs, right? I think as a woman, my legs have always been stronger than my arms, so I do want to build upper body strength. Something else I wanted to talk about that I think is important about being comfortable in your body and loving who you are. I think it's a big misconception, and it's almost foolish to act like it's not true, that people won't treat you differently based upon your size. So growing up being anywhere from 140 to 150 most of my life, I would say that maybe I had a false sense of confidence and self love and what mattered. When I gained a lot of weight, people treated me differently and my confidence dropped. And I think being smaller, unfortunately, I had this false view that I thought that maybe I was better than people that were bigger or weighed more. And I think that's simply based off of media and what we're taught, right? And so I am grateful that I've gained so much weight. I gained like 100 pounds in a year. Crazy, right? During the pandemic and just everything that was going on in my life with mental health. And it took a toll on me. Like, I didn't want to go outside for a while. I cried a lot because I just didn't feel comfortable in my clothes. I was always breathing heavy. The things that I love doing, like going to the gym or hiking or even just walking up the steps, were tiring, right? And so now, while I'm trying to work to lose weight again, it's not about a target number to get to this certain size, because I actually love being thicker now than I ever had experienced before. But it is about being healthy and taking care of myself. But I think beauty comes in all different shapes and sizes. And to think that one standard fits all is outdated. It doesn't serve us because we're not all one way, and life would be pretty boring if we all were the same. So as long as you keep actively working on yourself to grow and figure out what you like, what you want, being healthy is a big one, but as far as like things that you like, from what you wear to how you express yourself, what you say, that's all up to you. And things that you find joy in. Even when it comes to being active, there's different ways to be active. I said ClassPass in the beginning of the video. It's not sponsored video, but I like them because I can go to different studios, right? If I'm doing yoga, I've realized maybe Pilates isn't for me. Or dancing, right? Or playing a sport. There's so many different forms of exercise, swimming. So I think it's about finding what works for you and what you enjoy, even if it's just chasing around your kids, if you're a parent and, kids are active and that's your form of fitness. Or helping an elderly person in your family or someone you love clean the house and you're vacuuming for them and running errands for them and taking them around. The point of it is enjoying the movement and being present and not looking at it as a chore. And that's something that I've been learning that I hope that you can take away that will help you with this as well. I also want to share some open transparency about weight. I think that's such a taboo topic. People don't want to talk about number or how much you weigh. And it's funny because I actually wish scales were more friendly and body positive, right? Wouldn't it be so cool if you got on a scale and it talked to you after and was like, good job, or some kind affirmation? I don't know. We have to give them to ourselves. But the biggest that I ever weighed was 250. Yeah, 250 pounds. And it's so crazy how a number on a scale can make us feel less than or ashamed. Now, I'm not saying go around and tell everybody your weight. That's not, that cannot be helpful. A lot of people will judge, or do what feels comfortable to you. But what I am saying is, when you reach your goals, it's okay to celebrate them. It's okay to acknowledge them. I definitely want to keep losing weight, but I just want to be healthy and enjoy the progress of doing that and the process of doing that. So I hope that me sharing this openly and honestly can inspire you to take one small step every day towards your goals, right? Our needs change day to day, and some people can be very disciplined, but I think men also lose weight easier than women. And for women, it's important for us to take into account our menstrual cycles, right? We have a cycle of 28 days. So based upon whatever phase we're in, right? Luteal phase, follicular phase, like there's different things that work best for our body at that time. So we can't hold ourselves to the same standards as other people. And it's not to say that we can't do things just as well, right? But it's just to take into account what works best for us and not just based on gender, but who we are as a person, and leaving room to figure that out and what works for you. So yeah, I'm learning, and as I am learning, I want to share with you all. I think there's beauty in transparency and being vulnerable and sharing openly and honestly. Like, I don't have it all figured out, but I'm trying, and I'm never going to stop trying, right? I may not be someone else's standard of beauty of being a size 0 or whatever size, right? But I know I'm beautiful, and I hope that you know that you're beautiful too. No matter what size you are, the person who you are, your character, your soul, that never fades. That will never change. And so, even if you do have these body goals, I know men's body goals and workout can be a lot more harsh of tough love or being really negative. And whatever works for you to motivate you, realizing that. But again, I want to circle it back and bringing it to how important it is to be kind to yourself on this journey, because it's a journey, it's not a destination, right? If you're working so hard, say maybe to, make an ex mad and show him that you find shit, I don't know if I can cuss, if you're doing it for reasons of, I'll finally feel beautiful or worthy, and say you get to that number, but we're human. It'll fluctuate. You'll gain a few pounds maybe if it's the holidays and you pigged out on some meals with family. Or maybe, you don't eat if you're trying to gain weight and that's a struggle. And say you gain it and then you lose it because you stop taking the protein or whatever. It's loving who you are at every phase and every stage, because you are deserving and worthy of that love. These wall sits are something else, man. I'm gonna tell you, that is burning. But it's also telling yourself that you can do difficult things. Sometimes I'll tell myself I can do difficult things before doing them. And once I do them, it solidifies and lets me know, oh shit, that's actual proof to back up what I just said. I said I could do difficult things, something I didn't think I could do or something I didn't want to do. Look at me doing it. Okay, I'm proving to myself I can show up for myself, I can trust myself, and I can do the things that I say I'm going to do for myself. I'm being self-reliant and reliable to myself, right? And so it has to all start with self. But I know I've said a lot. I hope you find this encouraging. Whatever your goals are, if they're not fitness goals, I do think it's good to be active in some way, whatever that looks like for you. I hope you felt inspired or encouraged by this video in some way or some form. Also, I'm trying to juice, and I think I could, be all or nothing sometimes and say I have to juice every day or this many times a week. You just the best that you can do and give yourself grace. So I did make some orange juice. I really like orange juice, and I was like, okay, let me make some freshly squeezed orange juice. I've done it for other people, but doing it for just me has seemed like too much of a task. So be kind to yourself, show up for yourself, try to make sure you're eating breakfast, just taking care of you. If you go the whole day without eating, you would make sure a loved one of yours would eat, right? So you deserve the same thing. Make sure that you eat and take care of yourself each and every way that you can. Like I said before, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, so that you really can pour up and fill your own cup and be able to give to others, not from a place of depletion, but from a place of overflow. Thank you for watching my channel. Have a beautiful day. Sending so much love to everybody watching, and I appreciate you. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know in the comments what are some of your goals that you're working towards, and anything that you found helpful or useful or relatable in this video.